Hi guys!
Welcome back to
Another episode of
The
The
Scoop
Scoop Sisters.
We are glad to be back again, just the two of us.
Yeah,
And okay,
I'm very professional.
let's keep today's conversation very chill. Okay, so I want to start by asking you. Tell me, what is your average screen time in a day, or how many hours in a day do you spend on social media?
Okay, I lost count. Maybe it's no, not much because nowadays I sleep for like 10 hours. So I spend most of the time sleeping. So then 10 hours screen time.
10 hours?
Maybe because I'm always on phone. I'm always checking around who is doing what, and most of the times I check my own stories.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think no. I mean, for me, the screen time really varies from time to time. Right now, I just checked today morning. My screen time on an average for the past few days has been less than 5 hours. So lucky me. And my
She's studying.
my Instagram activity has dropped down to around like 1.5 hours per day. But there have been days where I have spent 8 hours plus on Instagram too, and just like most other people of my generation, I have been a victim of mindless scrolling on Instagram. So why not we talk about how social media really, imbibes itself in our lives naturally? Like, what are your like general opinion on like how social media really shapes our lives or the way we go about things?
Look, social media, I don't think no one is there left right now who can't say that they aren't a part of social media. Mostly because, yeah, maybe 0 point some percentage are not in social media right now. And for that, एज ऑल्सो मैटर्स. हम जिस एज में हैं वहाँ पे सभी सोशल मीडिया पे है एंड कोई ना कोई प्लेटफॉर्म कोई चूज कर ही लेगा. देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ प्लेटफॉर्म्स आई गेस, फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम, व्हाट्सएप. एंड व्हाट्सएप इज मोस्टली एवरीवन नीड व्हाट्सएप क्योंकि आजकल जो एजुकेशन का जो पैटर्न भी हो गया है ना, like connecting your college groups and all in WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is more on connecting, but on a like informal known circle level.
Yeah.
Whereas compared to like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, these are like more social platforms where you do connect with a lot of outsider people.
So I guess life right now without social media will be like
unimaginable. Yeah.
अंधेरा छा जाएगा.
I mean, imagine like our whole lives. Like, if I talk about my generation, we are most of us, we are on our phone scrolling through Instagram reels, or keeping up with the current trends, and algorithm is like we are ruled by these social algorithms. Like everything, like I mean, FOMO is a real thing. Yeah, I mean, like if some celebrity gets married, and like say the discussion happens in our WhatsApp group, and I'm like, why don't I know about this through social media first, and why is everybody telling me now? So yeah, I think FOMO is a real thing.
And people also see those things and imagine like, yaar, mujhe bhi ye karna hai. Okay, so let me ask, like, how perfect lives those we see in social media affects your self-esteem?
Ooh. I think being a media student, I think we have been thoroughly taught about how what we see or what we consume via media, any form of media, is highly structured and manipulated. It's never really real. But from a consumer's point of view, I think when we look out for things, it's mostly like you don't think so much when you're consuming a piece of information, anything, be it like even if it's like a meme or something, you just see it because you like it and you relate to it, right? And there are also things via social media that we really get to know, and it becomes like, say, our alternate reality. We start believing what we see on social media. So talking about what she mentioned, that I think this whole concept of perfection is highly constructed when it comes to social media, because it came to a point in my life where I was personally very much manipulated and forced to believe that what I am seeing or consuming in social media is real. All these people with these perfect bodies, perfect skin and everything, that is real. Or let's just say I grew up in a generation where I started thinking that, no offense to any profession, but I started thinking that having a face value in front of the camera, or this whole creator economy, if we talk about, this is like a real thing to pursue as your career. So like, yes, say fuck your studies and just pull out your camera and just start doing anything, and you start thinking like that, oh, if I just start shooting any sort of content in front of the camera, I'll just become famous and I'll become rich overnight. So that is not something that really does happen. Of course, there are a lot of people who really put a lot of effort in putting out the content that they do, who like it, like the profession that they are in, and that is a legit career for many people, content creation, because we are consuming that content that they are creating, and they are getting rich because we are investing our time, we are investing our money on buying those products from whatever they are advertising online. So this whole concept of perfection online, I feel, is a facade, and it's not real. It's not real. The pictures of celebrities we see online, their skin is not as perfect. Their bodies are not like, say,
And even if the skin is, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, they do take care. I mean, you
invest, you also get the skin.
I saw this, I don't remember where exactly I saw it. It probably was on Reddit or Quora, somewhere like that. And people were talking there were a few celebrities, very few select celebrities who escaped the Jetty Images curse. Now, do you know that thing?
I know about Jetty Images.
Yeah, Jetty Images is basically a stock photography company.
Okay.
And they are known for their raw images, so they don't edit their images at all. So any celebrity who looks perfect on the pictures that are posted by Jetty Images is actually that perfect in real life too. And most of these celebrities, they actually pay these media houses or these photography organizations to retouch their photos or make it look more presentable in front of the people. So yeah, I mean, that is, I think, pretty much what sums it up. Ki even what we see online and think is the real thing is not real, because they are being paid to manipulate that or construct that piece of image, even let alone be news or piece of information. It's being highly like refined and filtered through multiple layers. Scary. What are your thoughts?
For me, I used to get very much affected by the perfect lives that used to seem perfect. I used to get very much affected by those. And I think एक समय आता है कि जब तुम इस जो है ना, वो एक बाउंड्री होता है कि उसके आगे दिखता है कि सब कुछ perfect, and you cross that boundary until someday. And yeah, there is a story. And I used to get very much affected by a perfect couple in Instagram. I used to see every time their images, and I used to be like, oh my god, they are the best couple, they are so perfect. I wish I had a partner like that. Until someday I saw that girl cheating on that guy on a random place, and
like real.
And I just came back home, and another day I just randomly see again them posting. So there I knew that okay, so इतने दिनों से मैं जब देखते हुए आ रही हूँ, इसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. So like in social media they are like fine, but अंदर अंदर क्या हो रहा है, God knows. And I think sometimes I'm a part of it too, क्योंकि हाँ होता है कि कभी कभी मेरा मूड ठीक नहीं रहता है. I do feel a lot of depressed, but फिर भी अगर कोई ग्रुप पिक्चर हो तो मैं हंस के पिक्चर डाल देती हूँ, तो सामने वाला अगर देख के वो सोचेगा कि ये तो खुश है. But I'm not that happy at that moment, but yeah, I'm a part of that social media.
Yeah, I think with time you do get used to this whole pretentiousness for the gram, that you always have to look perfect for the gram, you always have to smile for your pictures. It's exhausting from time to time. Personally, I do not like smiling in my pictures because I feel like if I look back at a picture from a particular day, I don't want to be questioning why I was not smiling in that picture. That is my personal ideology towards things. But internally, I feel like we are often so drained that you don't feel like being a part of that whole cycle. It has become like that. If I go out to eat with my friends or whatever, going out in a social circle or whatever, and I have to post it on the gram. It just comes from within. You don't even have to like force it. You're like, oh, I went out. I have to like look good and stuff, and I have to like post a picture and put a song on it. So yeah, I mean, we eventually do become a part of the like rat race that social media really.
Only Srijita does when we click a happy picture, she also puts a sad song.
Yeah.
Only she does the opposite.
She purposely wants us to feel the emotions that we don't want. But yeah. Okay. How about how often? Since you said that you have such a high social activity, do you ever consider taking digital detox?
No. I would rather die. The only day my social media platform won't work is when I will. So that oh my god. मैं रात को कभी कभी मेरी नींद खुल जाती है, टूट जाती है. मैं
notifications on your phone.
I get notifications on my phone and रात को 4 बजे शायद मैं अचानक से आँख खुल गई. What I do is open my Insta and rewatch my stories.
Self-obsessed.
I watch my stories like 50, 60 times. I don't care people watching it or not. I myself see it 50, 60 times. If that could just count it on like viewers show करता है ना, उसमें अगर अपने वाले व्यू को ही शो करते तो शायद अभी तक मेरा केस में व्यू होता स्टोरीज में. No, but detox
necessary. Very important. I'm the pole opposite of this. I do take very frequent social media detox because it gets to my head sometimes, and I myself get frustrated of doom scrolling or just being on Instagram all the time. I don't like seeing content all the time, so I need to take
होता है. कभी कभी मैं टैग करने जाती हूँ तो अचानक Instagram यूजर दिखाते हैं. मैंने कहा गया ये. मैं इसको WhatsApp में जाके पूछ रही हूँ क्या हुआ. मैंने deactivate कर दिया.
मुझे like even most of my friends and family, they do tag me on these reels, you know, that one friend who for no reason just deactivates their Instagram and just goes. But yeah, I mean, I have taken digital detox from time to time, and I'll give a very like unbiased opinion on this because I have been a part of both the aspects where I've taken the detox and where I've been on Instagram for hours also, and very honestly and frankly speaking, it is therapeutic. Being off social media for a while, I know you can't relate, but it's very therapeutic. Trust me, for the people who don't take digital detox, it's very therapeutic, and sometimes you do need it. Like when you turn that Instagram or that social media, whatever app you're on,
tell them to those people who have career on social media.
Yeah, I mean, except for those people, obviously. But I mean, I have seen a lot of people who are like, you know, in that place or position who can't afford to take that break because their career is on social media, so it affects their mental health also. But yeah, it's therapeutic. You should take the digital detox, even not for long, like say for a week or two. You just are aloof from this whole rat race of like constantly thinking about what to post next, what picture goes up when, what song to put, whether it goes Lana Del Rey or Taylor Swift. Like too much thought.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, that too.
Nowadays we hear about influencers. So like, does this influencers affect your daily lives or like they affect your wallet specifically?
I have a very unsure answer to this thing because directly there are very few instances when I just see somebody advertising something online. Like in a sense, say per se I see one influencer talking about one product and I will not look at only that person's like reel or content piece or whatever and then be like, oh, this is such a nice product. I hope you're talking from the like advertising perspective here. Yeah. So I would not like see the first video and just go add to cart that product. Once I have like seen some people talk about it, that is basically how social media marketing works. So they take this huge chunk of people and then everybody is talking about it. So via that awareness thing, they ultimately influence the consumer. Now that is where I get influenced. I see a lot of people. When I see a lot of people talking about it, it's an actual human perception. When you see like say 5-10 people talking about one product, it will click your mind. Ki, Arey, it sounds interesting. क्या है जाके देखते हैं. Let's even if you don't go like buy straight away, you will at least research about that product, what it is, क्या है नहीं है, price क्या है, कौन use कर रहा है, the pros and cons and everything. You will research about it. That is what I do. I research about the product and then eventually if I like it, I consume more content. I look for content around that topic. And then maybe, obviously, the decision making is in our own hands. If I want to buy it, I buy it. I have done that couple times. Specifically, this influencing me thingy happens mostly in terms of skincare. Because, yeah, I'm a little skincare enthusiast. So, yeah. What about you?
For me, I think what my opinions are like affecting like influencer advertising जो affect करता है ये age to age पे matter करता है. What age we are right now is तूने जो कहा कि researching about it. We research a lot before buying a product. It's not only about कोई influencer या फिर कोई film star आके कोई ad करके जाए तो we see that ad. Now we know the brand value. Like this is a good brand like hiring those influencers or film stars, so like they will have a better quality, but ज़्यादा जो research करना है we will do that. But I think a 15-16-year-old girl, if see मेरा खुद का है यार, मैं जब 13-14-15 साल की थी तो when I used to see I would name the brand even like me when Kareena Kapoor used to do the ads. So I say Kareena Kapoor is doing the ads, that means that's the best lipstick. Yeah. So I would purchase that lipstick. So right now, even if Kareena Kapoor would do that, I would just see some time we are giving on it, like people are talking about that product, or like I would see the like pricing also matters. Like कौन सी प्राइस में कैसा प्रोडक्ट वो दे रहे हैं, ये सब हम लोग अभी सोच समझ के करेंगे. Okay, so keeping aside everything, like so do you have any like, I think every one of us does. So what's your like a positive and a negative experience from social media? That can be any platform.
I have a very multifaceted answer to that question. I'll answer second. You go first. You go first.
I ask the question and I answer.
Okay. Let's start with the positives first. My first thing with social media, first positive thing with social media is that apart from the memes that I really do scroll through for majority of the day, like I have the most weirdest memes coming in my algorithm sometimes. But yeah, social media does feed me a lot of information first thing and a lot of motivation also about stuff. When I feel demotivated, I go. It completely is based on your algorithm. So sometimes when I feel demotivated, I go see some like study blogs and stuff. From that aspect, social media is the primary reason, to be very, very honest, I got into skincare. Like through this thing she just talked about influencer culture, and I started back in 2017 or 18, I think, when Instagram was not as prominent. Like it was there but it was not as prominent with the short form content coming along. That was the YouTube phase, right? So tab se, that is when I started getting into like makeup, skincare and all of that, and I have consumed a lot of knowledge, and whatever I know today about skincare or makeup, it has been via social media. So definitely I've learned a lot when it comes to social media. I do like not study really, but I do observe things when it comes to the social media and algorithm. So I'm interested in marketing a little bit, and so I do make certain observations with algorithm when it comes to social media marketing metrics and all of that. So yeah, information, definitely social media does feed me a lot of information. It has taught me a lot of stuff. It is my best friend from time to time. Like when I'm feeling sad, the algorithm helps me cope with that sadness. When I'm feeling good, good content, or or even when I'm sad, memes do really make my day. So yeah, that way, from a mood change shift, the social media has been a very good thing. Bad parts of social media, it does take a lot of time of mine, like from, especially when I'm like doom scrolling and doing nothing all day. Staying on social media is probably one of the most unproductive things to do in a day, and having no offense, please don't take offense, having a social media activity of 6 hours plus in a day is pathetic. That simply says that you don't have a life outside of social media apart from the people who have a career on it. I'm talking about my perspective. Being on social media all the time, it is my one of the most unproductive phases, and that is the reason I have to take like the digital detox thingy from time to time when I have to tend to my real life activities, study, whatever other things I have to do. So yeah, being on social media too much, it strains my eyes also from time to time. Another thing, very controversial. I don't really know where to categorize this, but I met some people via social media. I made some really amazing bonds there, and it has been a roller coaster. So for me, there is, I would, if we are talking about social media, I would take that into consideration, because there have been ups and there have been extremely downs with those very people. I have made good friends, I have made amazing memories, and for some bonds, friendships, relationships, it has not gone down the drain too well. Yeah, I think overall, connectivity, definitely, information, um, handling my mood swings, and yeah, I think, yeah, for me that's it.
Okay, so for me, it's the positive side is it has given me a career option there, and it has. I think I got my first job. I'm a mass media student, and so the first work I have did in this field, that information I have got through social media. So beside getting a career option in social media, I have also done my जो मेरा career है actually में वो भी मेरा social media के through ही मुझे मिला, and yeah, it keeps me busy. जैसे कि इसने कहा कि हर मूड के साथ it goes along. जब भी मुझे रोने का मन करता है तब 12 बजे के बाद इंस्टाग्राम एक्चुअली में समझ जाता है, वो सैड रील्स देने लग जाता है and I cry. So that is good for health too. For me, the negative side, Instagram or any social media apps can't affect me negatively. They can't.
Wow, I need that confidence in life. But
it's my game. I make the rules, sir.
Yeah, that is how it should be, ladies and gentlemen. You don't let people or things rule you. You rule them. You reverse the thing.
It also helps me like जो जलते हैं उनको और जलाओ. You know, someone seeing a story, put more stories. People getting jealous, seeing you happy, smile more and post it.
Yeah. If you need motivation from time to time, any minute of the day, please drop in the DMs of Miss Manali. She will give you a kind of therapy that you can't pay therapists enough to get. So she has therapized me, and I have been heavily influenced by this person. But unfortunately, I do not, absorb every information that she gives me. So yeah, I mean, it's chill. Okay, I think we'll wrap up here for the day.
We are running out of time.
But okay, that was a chilled, very chilled conversation. Every day we have chill conversations, but that's on making good friends, guys. Every conversation is a chill conversation,
and your support means a lot to us.
Yeah.
तो ठीक है, आज के लिए ये podcast बस इतना ही, and we'll see you guys in next week, and every Saturday at 8 p.m.
We will try our best,
except if there is any technical inconveniences. So
please pardon us on that one. And until then, please do take care of yourselves well. take care of your mental health, study on time, take digital detox, guys, from time to time if you need. Anyways, we will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye bye.
And don't forget to like,
Oh.
comment, share.
If you genuinely like
Subscribe.
our podcast and if you like us yapping, please consider subscribing and turning on that bell notification.
And
But
if you have any your personal topic which you want us to talk about,
we would also love to have you guys on the channel.
Yeah.
Someday, for sure. If you have interesting stories to tell, if you would like yapping with us, then please do
Mail us.
consider emailing or DMing us on our Instagram page. And yeah. Till then, we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
So first we get trashed for speaking.
Yeah.
Not sorry. Please don't kill us.